Hi, I'm Sam,
And I'm Kim.
and we're here to talk to you this month about why YFC still think it's really important to have big events for young people to come along to.
So most of what we do when we work in schools, when we work in communities, is work with fairly small groups of young people at youth clubs, after school clubs, in mentoring one-to-one. And we see amazing things happen through building relationships with young people. We're able to speak into their lives, we're able to meet them where they are, and really sow seeds and introduce them to Jesus, and we just see fantastic things happen from that. But our mission is to take the good news relevantly to every single young person in Warrington, and we don't want to restrict that to just the young people that come to the clubs, just the young people that sign up to the things that we do. We want to take the good news relevantly to every single young person, and that's why we think these big events are so important, where we can try and gather as many young people as we possibly can and scatter the seeds to the masses and tell them how much God loves them, and share the gospel with them. And that's why we think big events are so important for us to do.
Yeah. And so for me, when I was a young person, I went along to quite a number of big events as part of my church. And while I can't pinpoint a single moment where I can say, like, right, that's where I became a Christian, each of those events that I went to, I was given an opportunity to put my hand in the air and say, I want to find out more about God, or I want to become a Christian. And each of those times was really significant for me as part of my journey of salvation. And so I think that it's really important for young people to have the same opportunity to come along and to make some kind of a response, to have some kind of a buy-in to that if they want to. You know, and to, as Kim said, to just hear the gospel proclaimed in a way that we just can't do in schools. So that's why I think it's really important for us to carry on having these big events.
Yeah, and that's what we do at YFC. We put on, whether it's in our own areas, we'll put on youth services, things like that. But as a team, we also put on mission weeks, where we see as many young people in schools as we can and invite them to a big event at the end of the week where they'll hear the gospel. And once every 2 months, we also run Fuse, which is a huge evangelistic event where we get games, we get live music, we get loads of activities and inflatables. Kids can come with their friends, have a really good time, and then we always have a guest speaker who's there to share their personal story of how Jesus impacted them. And then there's an opportunity for them to respond to the gospel and to be plugged in to a local church, and we just think that's so important to do if we want to take the good news relevantly to every single young person in Warrington.
Thanks for listening.